Sorry, people, we're just waiting for some confirmation from the technical department. Well,
Here we go.
Here we
Here we
go.
go.
Something's
Yes.
warm. Woo!
Yeah.
Finally.
Oh, crikey. I'm almost exhausted. I can't believe it. We're here.
So have they missed everything we've said so far?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I think they have. Look, welcome to Nioa Live TV live stream. I think we're live. Digital Josh, are we live? Yes. All right. Now listen, we're not on Facebook tonight. There's been a few little technical hiccups, but Digital Josh has promised me he's going to get this one from YouTube and put it onto Facebook. Is that right, Digital Josh?
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
Good to see.
Perfect. All right. So look, here we are. We know we're now live. If you're on YouTube, please tell your friends who are on Facebook to come on over to YouTube, because this is where we're going to hang out tonight. And listen, what a show we do have planned, because I'll tell you why. Normally, we've had Ken Stevens on this show, and he has given us some pretty stinking ordinary prizes, if we're honest, right?
That's right.
But tonight, Shrek has gone above and beyond.
He has.
I'm telling you now, he has thrown caution to the wind. He hasn't cared about the budget. Shrekky, what have you got to give away as a prize tonight?
Because, Matthew, it didn't come out of his budget.
It didn't come out of his budget, did
why.
it?
That's right.
Right.
Apparently, we have to have a discussion later about why it didn't come out of my budget.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the RCBS Rock Chucker Reloading Kit, made exclusively for the Australian market.
Yep.
And I think
What's
if
it
you
worth?
That,
What's
mate,
it worth, Reed?
this isn't cheap. How much is something like that worth?
well, the
Brad?
cardboard box is probably worth 80 cents, but the products inside altogether, if you went and did a bit of price checking around your local gun shops, I think you'd find it around 12.
Oh, about $1,000.
$1,000
$1,000,
bucks.
yeah.
Yep.
How did you get approval for that?
I don't know whose budget it came out of, so
Well,
I just picked it and said, we'll do that.
Technically, he didn't get approval. He just did it. Anyway.
Far out. So we're going to try and give this away tonight, but the only way we can give it away is if we've got people watching us, all right? And do we have any people online?
Yes.
We do.
Even better. And I would
we got a Dan C. Hello, Dan C. Looking good, gentlemen.
And
I would just like to add though,
Yes.
fellas, to everyone watching who's going to send a question in to maybe win this prize, you will be receiving this one. So if it's not quite packed up
correctly,
perfectly, then we might even leave you a little present inside there as well, just to
blame Shrekky.
glaze over the poor
Blame
packaging.
Shrekky.
Yeah, no, for sure. But we're going to give that away later tonight. So thank you for joining us. As I
Last,
said,
last thing tonight, so hang in there with us for the next hour or so.
we've had a few little technical issues with Facebook. Facebook's not letting us on for some reason, but we are here on YouTube. Thank you, YouTube, for hosting us. And listen, a bit of a big show tonight. We've got a lot of product to get through. And look where we are. This is beautiful. Out here on the beautiful Southern Downs on a lovely property. And we've been filming all day for Nioa TV. So you might notice that Shrekky and I have been crisping up in the sun.
Cooking nicely.
We've got a bit of nice glow.
We have a
Cooking
bit of a
nicely. That's
nice
right.
glow, mate. You can see you about 400 metres down the road.
Well, we'll test it out later on tonight.
We
what,
will,
What
we
a
will.
how far we can see a reflective target.
Right,
Mate, is the fire in the back of the screen? We've been lucky enough to have this chef. We've got a special local chef.
We've got he's going to cook us a few steaks up later
steaks
on.
on the fire pit. Actually, not on a barbie, on the fire pit.
And well-renowned.
Oh,
Well-renowned.
a world-renowned chef. No, it's
Oh,
got
not world-renowned. Well-renowned.
Oh, okay.
Well-renowned.
Locally renowned even?
Locally, yes.
right.
Beautiful.
No,
Great,
it's
great man.
Well, we've got a
Let's
few
get
more
into it,
people
Ollie.
coming in. Two clicks up. Evening, lads. How we going?
Good to see
Welcome. Good to see you, Tim. Good to see you.
Dave.
Make sure you go and tell all your mates we're on, because we're giving away some big prizes tonight. And make sure you're on Nioa TV live stream. So one of the things we also want to ask you guys, is this a better time for you guys to check out what we're up to at Nioa? Love to hear your comments, so make sure you leave us some feedback.
For those people in the daylight saving time, we're very sorry. So it might be a bit late, but we definitely want to hear the feedback. That's a great
for sure.
great probe, Matt. Yeah, I like it.
That's it.
All right, so listen, we're going to start this show. We're going to get it underway. And the first thing we're going to talk about, Brad, and I think you're going to look after this,
It's coming to me.
is the Caldwell Rock Deluxe Rest and the rear bag combo.
There is, yes, right here in front of me. And look, Caldwell make a lot of rests. We've just selected a couple here, a couple of more popular ones that people use. Look, Caldwell's been around a long time. As a matter of fact, we Caldwell's #1 account outside the US, guys. Did you know that?
I did know that.
So we've been dealing with them a long time. Now, start with the Rock Deluxe.
Look at that.
There it is right there. Cast iron, quite heavy. I think it's about 4 kilos. Nice solid platform for shooting at. Big wide footprint there. Adjustable feet too. So if you're shooting off uneven benches or like Shrekky, shooting down, lying down on the lineman mat today.
Well, you both were.
No, just one.
We all had our shirts on.
So,
Coming up on Nioa TV.
so it comes with a rear bag as well. So, if you've shot off a rear bag, this is really the only way for some decent accuracy. Adjustable for about 8 inches. And I missed that question.
We're getting sledged by former employees by the looks.
You guys are going to bring back Ken and Bushy, mostly Ken.
Hey, Ken. Hey, listen, mate. Ask a good question tonight, mate. There's a good prize.
might need it in
it's
your
in the fine
retirement.
print. It's in the fine print. No. Yes. Anyway, but look, a fantastic addition to your range kit when you get to the range. If you want something a little bit smaller, the Rock Junior, same deal. Just doesn't have the adjustable feet. Doesn't have the rear bag. It only comes in the deluxe, but adjustable still.
Yeah.
So cast iron as well, and look, a lot smaller. So if you don't want to carry something quite as heavy,
Yep.
go to the Junior.
But these rests have been out for ages.
Oh, they have.
But the thing is, they're just a tried and true rest. I mean, and they're very popular and so stable, so strong. And look, you got none of your flimsy flaming plastic or anything on this.
Cast.
Cast iron, steel.
Everything, all the adjustments even, they're all cast. You can also buy replacement bags for them. That's the beautiful thing about the Caldwell stuff. It's all the components are available separately. So, if you lose a bag or damage it, as we were talking today, Shrekky, a lot of people don't take their front sling swivel stud out.
Oh, that can affect them.
Well, yeah, it can tear them.
Yeah.
But what you should know also is it does affect accuracy, because when your forend comes back and is resting on that sling swivel stud, it does affect your point of aim. So,
Yeah. So the
very
other
good.
thing too is just don't discount the rear bag either. So when you're really wanting to get good groups and everything like that, it's nice to have that rear bag.
exactly.
Get
Only way for accuracy.
Brad, that one's, if I get me wrong, if I've got it wrong,
You've got it wrong.
I've got it wrong. Is that the Rock combo, or is that the Rock by itself, and then you brought along a bag?
No,
or-
that's the combo.
that's the combo.
The combo, the bag comes with it.
So it's packed in the box.
Correct.
Not
like
separate
that.
parts.
Already filled. Ready
Ready
to go.
Take it out the box and go shoot.
That's it.
And the junior one, is it available in a combo?
No.
No.
Okay.
Just
Buy
by
your
itself.
bag separately.
But you can buy these separate if you would like a rear bag. You can buy them filled or unfilled.
They're not
depending
really.
on-
They're not really good when they're unfilled. Though.
No.
Under the back of the ute, if you're a cocky and you're shooting your rifle in, that little junior guy, when you just need that little bit of stability off the tray, perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it
You
collapses down. You can pull
It
the
does.
top
You
of
can
it out,
unscrew the top
stick it
spindle
straight under the seat.
under the
It's
seat.
much smaller.
Yeah. No. Excellent. Now listen, we've got a few more people coming on. I can see. Stay tuned.
This is the most people have ever had on YouTube.
It is. It is. I think.
Well done,
it's
YouTube.
well done, YouTube. Get all your mates from Facebook to come on over, because we are giving away a huge prize tonight. It is this Rock Chucker kit.
Correct.
Oh, yes.
Come on,
sorry. Cue the Rock Chucker.
Here we go again.
Look at
Here
this.
we go.
Just for the people that missed it, we're giving this away. This is about $1,000.
right.
You didn't see Ken Stevens giving away stuff like this.
That's
Can I
exactly
just
right.
say, Rodney Spratt, thank you very much for tuning in for the first time. We appreciate you coming to see
First time
Nioa
viewer.
TV.
Looking forward to you. Look at this.
There you go, eh?
Where are you from, Rodney? Let us know, mate. And I'm not talking. Don't put your address in. Just give us a state.
That's right.
And don't let it be depression. All right, just make it a state of Australia. All right. Excellent. So look, that's the Caldwell stuff.
That
So
is.
yeah. All
That's
right.
done. And like I said, that's what we're going to stop on, but they make plenty of others. Lead sleds, very popular in
they are,
Australia,
yeah,
aren't
no,
they? They're a staple too.
Yep.
So-
Yep. If you've got a Caldwell product of any sort, let us know what it is. Just tell us in the comments. Shrekky from Caldwell.
Can everyone just read Ken Stevens' last comment, please?
Yes, the wardrobe budget. Yes, I'm glad the wardrobe budget has improved, actually, Ken. I'm glad you noticed. You'll see very stylish Nioa TV, all right?
And by the way, I picked the size of the logo. I hope it's to your specifications, mate.
Anyway, yeah. So look, Shriggy, from Caldwell to Leupold, mate, and we are going to look at the Leupold BX4 Pro Guide HD. Now,
We are.
these binoculars are great, and I'll tell you why. They're made by Leupold.
Well, our great friends at...
Oh, my goodness.
Sorry,
Yeah,
we've had a
job.
staging problem
Yeah,
here.
we've had a one job.
Our great friends at Leupold,
What job?
they make products that I know a lot of Australian hunters are passionate about. Sure, we represent a lot of great brands, and there's a segment of great products here on the table. I've been to the factory in Leupold. I see how they create products, how their production team works, how their product management team works.
Have you been there?
I have been there. In 2017. It was a really good trip. But the BX4 Pro Guides is a product that's one tier down from the top of the wazza that they make.
The top of the what?
Top of the wazza.
Top of the wazza.
Yeah, top of the wazza.
Okay.
You never heard that?
Never.
No.
Okay,
No.
that's another English word I've made up then. So these binoculars
Yeah.
are the BX4 Pro Guide, to just recap.
Yeah.
Available in several sizes, 8s, 10s,
8x42s?
and 12s.
10x42s?
Really good product. If you're looking for a piece of glass that you can have for the rest of your life without having to spend $2,000, this is the set.
Yeah.
You get all the things that Leupold are synonymous for: backup service, great glass,
Yep.
versatility.
Yep. They just work.
They do. I've had a set of BX3s, which is the model before this. They don't make the BX3s anymore.
That's right.
And I'm still using them. I think when I first joined Nioa nearly 10 years ago, I bought them, and on recommendation from another one of our sales team, and I've been super happy with them. But when you go and actually have a look through these, go out here at 6 or 7 o'clock tonight as we've
clear
lost
as.
that
And
low light.
that's when the good glass comes into its
Comes
own.
into its own, yeah.
In low light conditions.
And look, it's got all the standard things. Eye cups you can adjust, so if you're wearing glasses, you can get all that done. It's got all the protection, little rubber caps and sleeves. The coating on the outside, the rubberized coating, is quite good in your hand. So it's, if you get a bit sweaty in some of those March hunts, you'll be easy to be able to grip on those. A couple of things I will say is it does come with this great little bag straight out of the kit. You don't have to go and rush out and buy
A bino harness?
a bino harness straight away. You can really make do with this. This is what they call a part of their Goa Field range. It has great little features, like you can put your wind indicator or wind meters or things in the side
or your
pockets,
glasses or something like that.
fox whistles, whatever you like to
Pez
do.
dispenser.
Here's the dispenser.
It does come with a couple of other straps which I've left in the cardboard
Showing your
box.
age, Matthew.
Yeah.
Pez dispenser.
yeah. They can't tell me that the guys out there don't know what a Pez dispenser is. They know what a Pez dispenser is.
And it's also got a nice little Molly style belt system on the back.
Yeah, no,
so
they're good.
I think there's a lot of value for money there for how much they are. I think, Brad, last time I checked, I saw a couple of retailers in around just that sort of $1,000 mark.
Yeah, that's about the money for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So really reasonably priced for a good
set of
glass.
binos,
Yeah. I just can't really speak highly enough about the model range of Leupold binoculars all over, because they really have a binocular at every price point.
They do.
And if you're looking for something to have the rest of your life, and I suggest if you can afford it, get something that
Yeah,
it's
get
going to
something
last you the
that's
rest
good.
of
Buy
your
it
life.
once.
Yeah.
Buy it once. Yep.
This is going to be a pair that I would easily recommend, and I'm happy to stamp these guys Ogre approved.
Ooh,
Ogre approved.
Now listen, if you want to find out more information about these binoculars, or again any of the products that we've got here tonight, just go to the Nioa website. I think actually have we got Digital Emily there? We do. Have we got Digital Josh? Yeah, so Digital Josh is going to have a chat to us later about why we're not on Facebook. But anyway,
I just
we'll be
spotted
having a chat
question
to
there
Digital
that
Josh.
I can answer.
yeah, what's that, mate?
There's a question about, do Leupold offer a range-finding set of binos?
They used to. They used to, didn't they?
Yeah, I think there might be on our portal, maybe.
No,
No,
nothing.
we'll argue about that later.
Okay.
But let me tell you, Ken Stevens. Ken Stevens. But I can tell you, you might find an old set of Leupold ones by the sounds of it back in a dealer. Ken has clearly had 3 glasses of red wine tonight.
That's a beauty. But the Grundog too. The Grundog's got a good one for you there.
Where's the Grundog? Yeah.
Turn it up. I'm very sorry, Australia, that you have to see this normal amount of sledging. This happens every day in my life. I have to put up with it.
Let me tell you something, Keith. No, you're absolutely right. We don't even need to use the rangefinder. We can see Shrekky when he goes out there about 400 metres. He is glowing.
In the dark, no thermal needed.
No thermal needed there.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, come on, let's move on.
Yeah.
Do we have to?
Yeah. No, we'll
I'm
move
enjoying
on.
this bit.
But listen, the Leupold, fantastic. Again, Digital Emily will have the info on our website, so you can find out more about them.
And watch out at your local dealer. There might be some secret squirrel things coming. So keep your eyes peeled for these in your dealer. A few things happening.
Okay, this sounds
You
exciting.
seem to know so much more than I do, Shrekky. Yeah,
Maybe you can fill us in after.
fill us in after the show's finished.
Listen, something very exciting I want to talk
Yes.
about. All right, and I got to get because we have just released our very first Nioa magazine.
Very good.
All right, it is out there. It is at all good leading gun shops. They should have. Shrekky, you promised me you got them out there.
Well,
I think we got them to everyone.
actually, Brad did that.
Yeah,
so
I think we got them to
I
everyone.
copped
You got 'em
out.
to
I was
everyone?
away.
Just a bit.
All right, so if you haven't got your copy of Nioa magazine, they're free. They're like the Nioa Hot Products catalogue. Free. Nothing. Freezies, right? But in it, what's great about this, a lot of people ask, you just got people working at Nioa, blah, blah, blah. The people that work at Nioa love to go hunting.
They do.
They love to go shooting. They love the lifestyle. They love to go hunting, camping, fishing, the lot, right? So in here, believe it or not, are a whole stack of articles
Correct.
from our own staff.
That's right.
That have been out on amazing hunting adventures. In fact, one of the best things you can do is check out Dave Littlejohn's, our Queensland sales rep.
It was, yeah.
And the oldest Nioa employee, my ad, Dave's been with us over 30
Over
years.
30
I think
years
that's a
he's
big
been with us.
milestone to
That is
recognise.
But he, for his 30-year anniversary at Nioa, the boss bought him an all expenses paid elk hunt. Amazing.
you can't beat
amazing.
that, can you?
can't beat
You can't beat
But anyway, Dave talks about that elk hunt. So as you go through the book, through the magazine, there's QR codes throughout the whole thing. If you want to find out more about Dave's trip, you just click on the QR code and you can watch a video of Dave talking about
It's
the
a
trip.
great
It's
little
unbelievable.
two-minute
So
video.
get down to your local gun dealer, check it out, the Nioa magazine, and it's absolutely free.
And I tell you what, if you're lucky enough to win our great RCBS Rock Chucker Reloading Kit,
Yes.
I will organise, and I know this is the icing on the cake. We will personally autograph one copy, and I will get every person that's contributed to this magazine a signature in there, and you can put it in your little collectors, because I know Australian hunters will love the collectors.
Yeah, okay. I could just see them running for the
Yeah,
front.
I can too.
And if you don't want us to do that, I'm happy not to do that as well, but tell us in the comments if you're the lucky winner.
Yeah, no. Anyway, so I don't know if any of
punch
you
on.
guys have got, but we're going to punch on.
Punch on.
Rightio. Are there any questions coming through? Who makes the what?
The bucket you're drinking out of.
Oh, good question.
Well, Camel. Back.
But Bushnell
Owned by-
branded.
So these ones are the new Bushnell branding for this last season. It's more poignant to their American market products, but
Yeah.
we were lucky enough to have Bushnell send us some
Some promotional products, and what you need to explain is that Bushnell's owned by the Vista Group,
the Vista
and
Group.
Vista own Camelback. So there's a tie in there.
In fact, Vista own a number of
Number of outdoor companies.
that
That's
we're
right.
going to talk about tonight. That includes Camelback, that includes Bushnell, that includes Primos.
Primos.
So there's a number of things we're going to talk
RCBS.
about.
RCBS.
There you go.
RCBS.
Yep.
There's a number of things that we're going to talk about tonight, and the Vista Group own them. But one of the things that the Vista Group don't own, but there's kind of been a little bit of a collaboration, a little bit.
No, not yet.
No, not yet. Oh no, actually, I'm thinking about the wrong thing, aren't I?
You're right.
Yeah, I am.
I
Sorry.
don't know what you're thinking
Yeah,
about,
I
to be
don't know.
honest.
No,
Yeah.
actually, no. We've got to move on to a different thing. So this is a different product altogether, but this is from our friends in Europe,
It is.
Spartan.
Mr. G. Mr. G.
G.
Yes. I doubt he's watching. He's probably out hunting somewhere.
He would be
No,
out.
I did see
Mr.
some
G
feed
hunts
this
a lot.
week. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was actually hunting this week.
Yeah,
I did
Mr.
see
G
some
hunts a hell of a lot, he does.
Instagram stuff.
So someone's asking, are we drinking rum and coke out of those things? No,
No.
it's water.
It's absolutely water.
Yeah,
Oh, look at the bug floating in my Spartan cup.
Ooh, that's not good. And the reason it's water is because we're doing everything by the book.
Correct.
Because we've got a firearm out here
Correct.
on the table. So
Okay.
Look, see, it's 100% water. Look.
But thanks for the question. There will probably be a few of those after. All right. Anyway, yes, Spartan. So Brad, take us through. because there's a couple of different adapters that we're going to talk about. And one is this Davros head and binocular adapter.
I think everybody's, we've done TV on Davros heads before.
Yep.
Everyone seems to know what they are. There you go, right there. It's proprietary, designed by Spartan.
Yep.
It's universal for camera tripods, Primos trigger sticks. But what we really want to talk about, if Shrekky, if you want to pass me down those binos.
Oh,
Thank you.
The ones you prepared earlier.
I did, ones I prepared early. Are the brand new Spartan bino adapter. Now that's it right there. So it's a fantastic machined alloy. Fits all.
Can you go a bit bigger there, Digital Emily, so I can read those questions? My eyes aren't all that great. A little bit more?
Thank you.
Perfect.
No, you've interrupted Brad.
Can I-
Come on,
can I
mate.
keep going?
Look,
You can now, but we're getting questions.
Can I
he's
keep going?
absolutely
Yes.
feeling
Machined
touched.
alloy suits all major binocular housings, and they're simple. They clip. It is simple, trust me. Goes in.
Brad, can you
comes
hold it
in-
up?
Hold it up so they can
Hold
see
it
it.
up. There we go. Simple like that. And the beautiful thing is, it's got the magnetic attachment for the Davros head.
Davros head.
So if you're glassing, you're at the top of a mountain, you're glassing or sitting down, glassing, you don't even have to touch the binoculars.
Yeah.
You can sit there all day
Yep.
and glass. Very
what-
comfortable, very great. Now, let's see how they go on the Primos trigger stick.
Absolutely.
Righto, where's the Primos trigger stick?
Right over here. Get that off there, Tricky, because I love this thing. This
So-
is
Can you make it a
awesome.
bit shorter, mate?
So,
Pull the trigger. Pull the
Okay,
trigger.
Here we go. Here's the trigger. Look at this. There we go, a bit shorter.
So where's the adapter, Shrieky?
Ah, yes. Now, here's a problem. So,
Now-
someone had one job.
One job.
One job. to
One
do.
job.
All right. What was that, Brad?
To bring the adapter for the
Davros.
Davros.
Now let me tell you.
Can I
the
ask you,
story.
do
No,
you
no.
see that adapter? Well,
I can't see it there,
I
Matthew.
can't see it
I
either.
can't see it, Matthew.
I think someone hasn't done their job properly.
That's
Let
correct.
me tell you, I carry you guys all year,
Here we
and
go.
the one time that I let you down and forget to bring the adapter.
Yeah, we won't let you forget it.
So
One
listen,
time.
so listen,
We
while,
can
you,
make do.
while you're here talking about the Spartan stuff, Mike is asking, would you please show or explain the patented magnetic attachment system of Javelin bipod from
Well-
Spartan Precision
Oh.
Equipment?
Rustling, thank you, sir. Here's one I prepared earlier.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Now, this wasn't staged for the rest of you because we don't really know who Mike is, but I'll tell you what, pass this along. Who wants to talk about this?
Well, you've got it, Tricky.
I'll hold it.
There you go.
There we go.
So, a part of the Spartan range is really where they cut their teeth, is this Javelin series of bipod.
Yeah.
Mr. G is a rock climber and a backpack hunter. So he wanted to have a bipod on the front of his rifle when he wanted it.
Yep. Right.
Not permanently on here like some other products. So he came up with this system. He's from an aircraft background, so he has a lot of design skills.
Yeah.
So he came up with this magnetic system, and this classic adapter is what it's called, comes in the bipod kit. It comes with a couple of rubber housings that contour to the shape of your rifle stock, and you simply remove your sling swivel stud that comes factory on most
That's
rifles
exactly
these
right.
days.
Now, the Spartan guys have thought of everything too. So I think there's 5 screws in the kit with it. So it'll go in plastic, wood, machine thread.
Correct.
There's something there for everything. I haven't found where they won't fit a standard rifle stock yet. So that's the beautiful thing. You don't have to go searching for screws. Everything comes in the kit with your bipod ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and look, don't get me wrong, they're a little bit more money than your standard cheapy bipod, but I think they're well worth
New
the
technology.
one-time purchase.
Attach and detach in seconds.
And when
carbon
we say
fibre.
seconds, Matthew, can you insert that into? Now that bit goes back towards.
Yeah.
If you can drop that in there, now there's this is a clear gun, everyone. There's nothing over there except a wall, and if you just give that a shove, lovely.
Done.
It's as simple as that, and that's quite like I'm giving that a tug, as you can see there. That's quite sturdy.
There's a magnet inside.
It's
That's
a-
right.
It's quite well secured there. That's the system, and
It's
all
solid,
the Davros head does. If you look at the Davros head, it's
It has
just
the same attachment.
The same magnetic.
it's just continue this this same system.
Yeah,
for shooting off tripods.
Yeah, so what would be great is I'd love to show that on the trigger stick, but I can't.
That's correct.
Why, and why can't I?
Why can't I do
Because
that?
I left the thing back in my desk. I'm sorry.
What job?
Like,
Yeah,
can
one
we,
job to do.
can we leave this train alone? I mean, we've
I
gone
don't know.
past
No,
it.
no, we're going to keep
I'm
it
a
going.
little bit salty
The
about
one
it,
thing
to be
that
honest.
that talking about Davros head is it has a tension adjustment for the spigot. So if you do have a heavy rifle, because the balance point of this rifle is probably further back here, you can actually adjust that tension. See, it's quite loose there now. You can adjust that quite tight. So that means if you do have it on a trigger stick, or you do have it on a tripod or a bipod,
they'll never see it because you forgot to bring the adapter. I mean, let's be honest.
he's like a dog that's just got the first bone of his life. So you can adjust that tension to where it suits you, so that the rifle won't necessarily flip your tripod mechanism over. So the Davros head, I think they're like $150 retail.
Retail about that, that's right. And will fit on any camera tripod.
Yeah. Because it's got the standard camera thread there.
Exactly. Primos trigger stick, Primos tripod,
So
anything
I,
like
I
that.
think the only other thing worth mentioning though is that I don't know, with a little bit of gunsmithing, you can also get an attachment that can be flush.
It's
Yeah,
called
a flush fit.
it's called a gunsmith adapter. Yeah. We actually have fitted them at work in our armory. Keith, the Grundog's pretty good at that.
He is good at that.
He is, yeah. And you know, if they mount back in front of your trigger guard there, get you a better balance point when you're shooting off it.
Particularly
off a
on,
tripod.
I mean, you can do it to synthetic stock, but if you've got a traditional timber stock, I would recommend you put two. They're not an expensive
No, they're not.
plug.
They're not.
But you can get one fitted here and one fitted here, and that way, if
And
you're bipod shooting or you're tripod shooting, you've got the perfect
And
balance.
exactly, and if you're shooting, you're at the top of the hill shooting down, it gives you a lot more leverage down by having that gunsmith adapter mounted further down the stock.
Okay, so we've got a few people asking. We've got some questions coming in thick and fast.
Okay.
So people asking first of all about the Caldwell. What's the best fill for the bags? Now I think Caldwell actually have their fill, don't they?
Yeah, a lot of them come full. I think it's like little polymer beads. Look, I know a lot of people use sand. I know a lot of people use sand. Some people even use lead shot number 9s or something like that.
yeah, yeah.
But sand's a very common fill for these bags.
Heavy garnet's a good thing. So
Yep.
if you've got a mate that's a sandblaster, heavy garnet's good because it puts a bit of weight back in the bag.
Yeah, just go down the beach.
And you can get
Grab a handful.
some fill from places like Bunnings and Spotlight because the problem with sand, if you get moisture in it, it can turn your bag mouldy.
It does.
mouldy.
It does.
So if you get some of the plastic fill, they're like little tiny ball bearings. You can get them at Spotlight. You fill them in there. It's lightweight. It gives you all that stability you need. However, when it comes to getting wet, it doesn't suck moisture up or anything like that.
Yeah.
So there's lots of different fills out there.
Lots of.
And don't forget, folks, if you actually want to catch Shrek or get an autograph from Shrek, you can catch him most Saturdays at Spotlight as he's putting together a lot of his craft. And sewing. All right, so no. Anyway, look,
Righto, what's next?
we've got a few more questions coming in. Are there any? Can you please explain the difference between a roll crimp and a taper crimp in reloading, please? Who can answer that?
Look, I know, but what's the best way of explaining it, Shrekky? I'll leave it to you.
Wow, Jesus, got thrown in. So the best way to, I can,
Like this one.
I want to keep it nice and short.
That's right.
A roll crimp is traditionally on cartridges something like 44 Magnum or 38 Special or 4440. Roll crimp is great for pistol style cartridges where you've got a crimp, if you like, or roll crimp the brass case into a groove on the
Into a
projectile.
canalure, yeah.
So that way the projectile, when it's in a tube magazine particularly, and it's getting hit around, won't move in or out.
Won't force the projectile back into the cartridge.
And
That's right.
when you look at a traditional bottleneck rifle cartridge,
You don't.
we don't crimp that. It's a friction. It's a friction fin. That's where bushing dies come into it really well.
So,
Cool. All right, now listen. We're going to talk about the trigger stick now because I am excited about it, even though we don't have the adapter.
the thing we brought to show everyone.
They brought, correct. So we travelled all this way, right? We travelled all this way.
We did.
And unfortunately, we don't have. But anyway, look, the trigger stick is from Primos. This is a brand that was acquired by Vista, and this is just an amazing bit of kit. And I'll tell you why, because it doesn't matter where you are. You could be out on a hill, you could be out on a rocky outcrop or something like that, and you need to take your shot. You just grab this trigger, and you can get it to any height you want. Let go of the trigger, it stays there. You can drop it down, you can have it on an angle, let it go, and it will stay there. And they've got a whole range of just different adapters that you can have. You can put your camera on there. You could put a Davros head on there if you actually had.
If you had the right
Correct.
adapter there. That's right.
But you've also just got this V that you just whack your gun in there, no problem at all.
That's right.
But the thing is, it's light.
Oh.
You can use this thing as a bit of a walking stick.
Look, it's got a strap. You strap it together. Use it as a walking stick when you're climbing mountains too. Yeah.
And look, I don't profess to know exactly how much this costs in a gun shop, but I can't imagine it being hugely expensive.
No.
Oh no, $300.
You'd get 2.
Oh, 3.
Look at this, just brilliant. Absolutely.
One-handed
brilliant.
operation.
One-handed operation.
Great.
Out you go. And they do a range of these. There's also monopods and all that.
Yeah,
sort of
they do.
stuff.
They do 2-legged ones. Yeah, monopods, bipods. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's all there. So, anyway, I'm just a bit disappointed I couldn't
Matt,
show you the whole
I
thing.
have to stop you.
What's that, mate?
Can you look at what our old boss put on the screen then?
Well, I can't see it.
Look.
Just checking, did Shrek forget something? Yeah, no, he did actually, Ken. Yeah, he forgot to bring something. So yeah.
And bolt action precision, great to see you guys tuning in.
Yeah,
Great
so
to
listen,
see you guys.
that's the Primos trigger stick. So listen, the best way that you can understand how this thing works is really just to get down to your local dealer, because
they won't forget it.
they won't, and they've got them in stock. and I can tell you right now,
Matt, I found a feature. Now, when I say I found it,
Yeah.
I actually
yeah, your
I
little
did
twisty
not
thing.
know. Did you know?
Yeah,
I didn't know.
I didn't bring
I
it
was
up.
sitting here playing with it before,
Yes, you were.
and if you actually twist the head, you can get the leg out further. And I honestly,
correct.
I've had one sitting next to my desk for how many months now?
Yeah, I know.
And I did not know that
Yeah,
did
no, you
that.
just
till-
take that out. Yeah, and drop him right down
yeah,
low. It's
really, really
amazing.
low, like you
Yeah.
know, probably 6 or 8 inches off the ground.
Yeah, no,
I just thought I'd mention that because it was a new,
No, Shrek,
new thing.
if
for
anything,
me.
Shrek, I'm actually grateful you brought that up. Thank you.
thank
But
you.
in no way does that take away from the fact that you forgot to bring
That is correct.
what you needed to do there. Anyway, listen, keep those questions coming in. What have we got else coming in? Freedom Day. I'm trying to think of a question to get in turning for the prize, but as I'm like, what? A newbie to shooting. I have no idea what I'm talking about. That's fine, but you can still ask questions, Dave. So just start asking them. How much adjustment level does Bushnell
Ignore
engage
that
have?
person,
Yeah,
please.
but you know what?
Ignore that person.
You know, that's a great question.
Yeah.
What you guys need to do is ring our Leupold technician, Mick Caneen.
Yeah.
He'll be able to answer that question for you. He is a genius
He
at
is
that
a
sort
genius.
of stuff. Yeah.
And in fact, his personal mobile phone should be coming up on the screen right now. And we'll see how that goes. Any news of the Frankfurt Arsenal FX1
That's a
progressive
good
press?
question.
Yes.
That is a great
That's a good question.
because we saw this at SHOT Show
Yes.
last year.
Yes. Yes.
This
Yes.
year.
I spoke to the.
This year, correct, yeah.
Yeah, I spoke to the team at Frankfurt Arsenal last week, and they're on their way.
Now, Brad, you were at a special show last week,
I
so
was,
you
yeah.
were outside the country,
Yep.
getting the latest and greatest industry updates.
Yeah,
from
exactly.
people.
Yeah, no, we went to a show just to see what was new, what was coming. There's a lot there we can't discuss just yet, but there's a lot. All I know is, look, my gut feel is that I think supply is going to, just slightly get a little bit better over the next 12 months. The F1 press, progressive press being one of them. I expect to see them probably February, March.
Okay.
Good to hear.
Yeah, that's good. No, because they were a great press. You know,
Oh,
when we saw those in
unbelievable.
action. It was
Unbelievable.
really, really impressive. What's that? You know so much about Spotlight. Yeah, someone's impressed that you know so much about Spotlight, Shrek. Has your wife dragged you along there as well? Or no? Let me tell you right now. Let me tell you something right now. Shrek's wife does not have to take him to Spotlight. He goes there on his own, all right? Because he likes a little bit of what do you call it? Quiet time. Yeah. He just likes
My
to walk
mum
around.
is an avid quilter, and since I was a young boy, I have got dragged through Spotlight for half a life. So I do know the range of products you can get from Spotlight for shooting. Let me tell you.
There you go. No, so mate, look, we're going to keep going. Don't forget, keep asking your questions because Shrek, show them what the prize is, mate.
Oh, look, she's been drumming this prize up.
But mate, we're getting more people on.
Look at this.
The RCBS.
How much was this again, Brad? I forget.
It's about $1,000.
About $1,000.
$1,000
$1,000.
Coming out of Shrekky's budget.
It's coming out of Shrekky's budget. All right.
Can
I tell you what, I hope the boss is watching tonight because he is going to have a fit when he sees this.
Look at this bloke. He's been pretty cheeky for a. Let me tell you.
Yeah. He misses Bushy telling us never. All right, now listen. We have.
That's a great one, Paul.
I got to say this. We have had some questions come through throughout the week when we started asking you guys on social. So let's just get. We do this every time for
Every time
for Nioa TV live stream. You're going to ask about pistol powder. You're going to ask about primers. You're going to ask about all that sort of stuff. So let's just get this out the way now.
Okay.
Brad,
What?
go for it.
Well, I know I just said, I made a very bold statement saying I think supply will get a little bit better. I didn't mean powder and primers. It'll probably be the last thing that starts to filter through. There's still quite a backlog in ammunition componentry over there. So, yeah, unfortunately, I wouldn't be holding my breath.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, that's just the state of play at the moment, and there's just really nothing we can do it, because I can assure you now, if we had it, we would sell it. So
Correct.
It's
We're
it's
not
that simple.
We're not stockpiling it under the bed, that's
Correct.
for sure. Yeah.
You haven't got any under your bed, Shreggy?
I have got 0 things under my bed.
Yeah.
Few
Maybe a few skeletons. That's about it.
Cam, 243, mate. 243, loaded heavy or light. 243, mate. Cam Hunter.
Oh, okay.
That's Shreky's opinion.
Yep.
What do you got, bro?
Let me read the question again.
What's your favourite all-rounder centerfire?
Oh, 3006.
Best rabbit busting caliber I've ever heard of.
Oh, I haven't seen a rabbit run away yet. Just letting you know. Just letting you know. I haven't seen one run off of me. Anyway.
Yeah, no, TK says, I think my wife would like the reloading kit, then she can reload her ammo. Oh, that's funny.
Let's go.
All right, okay, so we're going to move on. We've got the trigger stick. But now we're going to come over to another Vista product, which is Bushnell, who's...
Oh, yes.
Look at this, Bushnell.
Yes. Brad, do you have something?
Oh, I do.
Yeah, we do.
There you go, right there.
And we're going to talk about the Bushnell Prime, Brad. Target detection rangefinder.
Laser rangefinder.
Yep.
Look, they make
Yep.
Bushnell make a few of these. This is their entry level one, the Prime 1300. And why is it 1300, Shreky? I hear you ask. Because it
a great
ranges.
question.
It ranges to a reflective distance of 1300 yards.
Oh,
Now,
no.
when you start talking reflective distances, right?
Well,
have
Do
a
you want
look
me to
at-
go and stand out there?
have a
I
look at
will
that.
stand
That's
out on the
exactly right.
telescope.
Have a look at Shrek's head right now.
well.
How red is that head?
I know it has a limit of 1300 yards, but I'm confident with the glow that's coming off Shreky's forehead at the moment,
We could go out further.
we could go
Oh, yeah.
further with that.
Yeah,
That's
no,
right.
for sure.
But look, these are a fantastic little thing. You can use them for archery, for hunting. Bushnell do make golf rangefinders. You can probably use these for golf too. I don't think there's
How many
anything...
times brighter is it?
Sorry?
How many times brighter is the lenses?
Oh, I don't know, Shreky, how many?
I can see it on the box.
Well, there you go.
Two times brighter.
I was going to say 2 times brighter, but yeah. Look, exo barrier on all the lenses,
Yeah.
so waterproof, dustproof.
Yep.
That's the same coating they use on the
They
rifle
use on the
scopes,
rifle
if I'm
scopes,
right.
and their binos, and the Fusion X laser rangefinder binos that are just there too. Now they're a great product as well.
Yeah.
But look, they make 3. This is the entry level one, 1300. They make a 1700 and an 1800. And look, go out and grab one. They're an essential part. If you're doing hunting, high country,
Yep.
they're an essential part of your kit.
Yep. Now, listen, while we're talking about it, why don't we talk about these ranging?
Well, it's not on the run sheet, but let's
I know
talk
it's not on
about
the
it,
run
yeah.
sheet, but these are a great bit of kit, and they're from Bushnell.
Exactly.
And I mean, they're a 10 by 42. The Fusion X, they're called. I mean, I don't know if you guys have heard of them, but I mean, we've got them out there.
Look, we've done some fantastic, testing with this. And I should say, there is a street sign out there on the highway in the Southern Downs area that we ranged at, and you know how big a street sign is?
Yeah.
You know, at 1,328 yards today.
Yeah.
So, look, that is, and crystal clear, really good, really good set of binders. And affordable too. So these will set you back about $1,200.
Yeah, depending where you go.
Depending where you go.
You got a quick mode setup, and really intuitive, really easy to use, and just a great set of just great binoculars anyway.
Yeah.
But then you add that range finding feature
And
into
the
it.
active sync.
When you think about it, if you go to a shop, like let's talk it through for a second. When you go to a shop and you want to buy a good set of binos, you save $500 to $1,000. That's
right.
You go to a shop and you want to buy a decent rangefinder,
$4,000.
$500 to $1,000.
Oh, I thought you talked about range on bino. Sorry.
No, a good range
Correct.
finding, just a standalone rangefinder.
That is correct.
You have 2 products now worth around $2,000, or up to say $2,000.
Yeah.
You shove them in one machine. It's only one thing you have to carry in the field,
Yeah.
and it's worth how much roughly?
Yeah, $1,200.
$1,200. So to me,
They're
that's
just
value for
sensational.
money.
That is,
It's
yeah.
a thing you don't have to carry. One extra thing you don't have to carry in the field, and it's Only $1,200.
That's
I'll
exactly.
tell you what, the thing is about these is that Bushnell have really thought about these.
Oh, they have.
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
really, well, Brad, you were just there last week. You were talking to the guys from Bushnell.
I was. So yeah, no, look, we got more. We've sold a heap. We got more coming.
Shout out to Lewis and
Yep.
Steve as well.
Yeah, we got more coming. Yeah, they've been a really popular product for us, and will continue to be so for the next 12 months.
There you go, the Bushnell
you.
Fusion X. Love them.
Yep.
Love them. Absolutely love them.
Guys, there's a lot of questions flying out there. I like some of the questions. Some of them are probably a little bit too hard for tonight.
Why are they too hard?
Well, I'm not sure any of us are equipped to talk about shot shell reloading.
See, this is where we needed Ken. I did say that. We need to
Bushy.
get Ken.
Can we turn around and range the guy behind us?
Well,
He's
that's
not
our
there.
chef.
Yeah,
that's
that's
our
our chef.
chef. So I don't want to stir him up too much.
No.
That's right.
So our chef, what's on the menu tonight, chef?
Some beautiful Santa Cruz T-bone.
Santa Gertrudis
T-bone.
T-bone.
Holy!
Bloody hell.
What have we got?
Homegrown, apparently.
Homegrown. Look out.
That's
Well,
It up.
Fresh garden salad straight out of the garden.
Fresh garden salad straight out of the garden. I'll tell you what, we are getting treated like kings here
We
tonight.
are.
This is going to be good. What else we got there? Is there an ETA on when Remington Firearms will be landing in Australia? Brad Johnson.
Thank you. Yes.
Next year.
Next year. That's a good answer. Yeah. Look, we had a chat to the guys from Rem Arms in the US last week. Look, they're still working through a few things, and mainly with a few export problems. But we think we've come up with a solution. Look, they've got stock available now, and look, while they're still going through the move from Ilion, their spiritual home, into LaGrange, Georgia, there's probably a few models that won't be high in their priority list for the next 12 or 18 months. But these guys are really, really down to earth. They're going to send me what their new production list is going to look like for the next 12 months. I should have that shortly. We'll launch that to the market. We'll let everybody know what's available. And yeah, I'm confident that we'll see Remington Firearms sooner rather than later. So
That's a good thing.
First quarter next year.
That's a good thing.
Dan C's asking any ETA on the Marlin.
SBL.
There you go, the SBLs. Yes, look, we landed our first shipment of Marlins
A month ago?
Yeah, not quite, 3 weeks ago. And while the SBLs, there's no more SBLs on the horizon, we have a few of the next model trappers starting to trickle through,
the trappers
and
are
also the
coming,
new guide guns. They're starting to trickle through too. So look, Ruger did get caught a bit unawares of how popular the Marlin models were going to be.
Well,
So
look, I'm sorry, but they had to have had some idea.
yeah,
Because,
well, they had an idea, but
Yeah.
I don't think they sold quite a number more than they expected to.
Yeah,
So
right.
they're just catching up production.
Yeah.
But look, those first 100, I don't think there'll be any left on gun stores. You could ring around, see if you're lucky enough to find one. But we played with one, we tested one. They are schmick.
No, I was really just little small details like thinning out the fore end so
Exactly.
it wasn't quite bulky. in your
The
hand.
fluted bolt.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Let me tell you
There's
something
a
right
good
now,
there's a good one for Brett Wilson right there.
Hang on a second. Let me just tell you something right now.
Whoa.
If you want to know
Whoa.
about the Marlin,
Here we go.
you can actually get the Nioa magazine, and there is a full-on article there
by
Dan
C.
Dan C. And if you click on the QR code in this, he'll tell you all about it.
That is
so
correct.
it's a great article. What I might say is a great magazine.
Oh, fantastic.
I know the editor. Apparently, he's a good
The
bloke.
editor's a
I
top bloke.
think we've all contributed some way to that. But,
Correct. I think that's the other good thing about
Yeah,
it.
it is.
So many people from Nioa have actually contributed to this magazine. It's great. So if you haven't got yourself a copy yet, go out and get one.
Yep.
It's free.
That's right.
Brad,
Brett,
yeah,
336 3030, no news. Sorry.
Yep.
Oh, you might as well address Kimber Pistols while you're there. That's a good one.
Where's Kimber?
STI Custom.
STI Custom is asking when we're getting Kimber Pistols.
And
Can't answer that either.
And Daniel's asking, can I have a T-bone as well? And the answer is no. All right, but I tell you what, digital.
Is the
Shannon?
fire, is the fire barbecue getting out of hand down there?
This is for the ones that Shrek cooked earlier.
Oh, well, listen. Let's get this back to some sort of
Yeah,
sense
that's
of
right.
normality.
Go on.
But Brad, we're going to talk now. Now we actually did some Nioa TV on this today.
We
the
did,
Ruger
yes.
Precision Rimfire Rifle. This is an absolute cracker of a
Yeah,
gun.
look, you're right, Matt. We took it out and tested it today. Put it through its paces. Look, feature-wise, it's fantastic.
Oh.
The one piece.
M-lock.
Are you doing this?
No, you can do it, but I love it. I'm just excited. I'm excited about it.
Can you just run your hand over the
Yeah,
forend,
that's
the
right.
forend like that again? I
Look.
really like that.
one piece moulded chassis, adjustable buttstock.
Yeah.
18-inch cold hammer forged barrel.
Yeah.
Threaded muzzle, half by 28 thread. You're right, M-lock forend.
I was gonna say
For all your M-lock accessories.
Yep.
Look, the RPR rimfires were, they're a scaled down version of their ever popular centerfire Ruger Precisions.
Yeah.
And why is that, Matt? I'll let you answer this one.
Well, it's a scale down because they actually I think they felt it could be like a bit of a training
Bit
rifle.
of a training rifle, that's right.
Yeah, so the reason they've done that too is that, and they got pretty clever with this, is that even with the bolt throw, you can adjust a little spring in there, or a little clip, and you can actually get a full, like almost center fire bolt throw back.
That's right.
And,
That's right.
and can use it. So it's pretty clever.
You remove the spring clip and the bolt throw goes from 1.5 inches to 3 inches.
Yeah.
So, if you're
So
training...
hang on a second. You didn't think I knew that, did you?
I didn't.
I'd actually did some research.
So, if you're training for your favourite PRS competition,
Yeah.
you can. And the reason they've done this is a bit of a trainer because obviously rimfire ammo is a lot cheaper to shoot than your
Yeah,
6.5 Creedmoor when you're throwing lead down range.
But the truth is, you can get out there, have your
fantastic.
rimfire ammo, train away,
Fantastic.
and then into the centre
Yeah.
fire. But the thing is,
They've got a great trigger, the marksman trigger,
Yep.
adjustable from 2 pound to 5.
My part.
Okay, Shreky's turn.
Now, talking about the adjustment, does everyone know if you've got a Ruger Precision rimfire, you may not even know this because a lot of gun shops I've noticed don't tell everyone. There's a little secret trapdoor behind the
there's
bolt.
this little secret compartment.
There is.
And if you use it like a little shovel, you'll get yourself a little Allen key. And that little Allen key lives in there permanent. And what that does is adjust your trigger weight.
Now, can you adjust the trigger, Shreky, externally, or do you need to drop it out of the chassis?
No, straight in there, mate.
Beautiful. That's a great feature.
Get it in there. So it's with you all the time. And I think if you're trying to shoot tight groups and you're really trying to get some dope on what that little gun's doing, at a range, you want to lighten that trigger right off. If you're going to go out in the field, maybe shoot a bunny or something of that nature, you might want to wind an extra ½ pound or something like that onto the trigger weight just so you don't have an accidental discharge.
And I don't want to, I don't want to sort of talk out of school, okay? But that little Allen key also comes in handy to put together some of the IKEA stuff so, as well. So, but not confirmed.
That's right.
But
That's
yeah,
right.
you might be able to use it for that as well.
Yeah, look, and we actually do. I know a lot of these are prohibited in New South Wales, but we do a New South Wales approved version
yeah.
that we modify in house to New South Wales specs and regulations. So if you're in New South Wales, don't fear, you can still get one.
So Bolt Action Productions is asking, are the Ruger rimfires available in 17 HMR and or 22 WMR?
Both. Both they are.
There you go.
Look, and we're lucky enough to be able to source a few different colours. So if black's not your colour, let's just go back a step. You can get 17 HMR and 22 WMR in black. Some of the other colours though are limited to 22 LR only. So we can get them in FDE, burnt bronze, OD green. What's OD green stand for, Matthew?
Oh dear.
No.
Olive drab.
Olive drab green. That's right. Tactical grey. And if we have any, ex-USA patriotic people living in Australia, they do one decorated in the US US flag.
Any Americans that were offended by that poor singing,
Sorry.
please,
I apologise.
please forgive us.
That's right.
Sorry. We dropped to some low levels sometimes.
But great colours.
Oh, yeah.
And
But we took it out today. We put it through its paces.
it was great,
and
wasn't it?
we hit everything.
you wait until you see the edited version from Digital Josh.
Oh,
Hit after hit after hit.
don't worry about the edited version. Just the live version we
They
never
had-
missed.
yeah,
It was great.
More hits than Rihanna.
John, a laser beam, I agree. A laser beam. The Ruger Precision Rimfire, I've had good experience with that. We've tested it today. It's been great.
Yeah, laser beam.
for
I've
sure.
never heard of laser beam. You're dead right. Dead right, John.
Daniel's asking, do you guys know of any companies planning or making 15-shot mags for the Ruger Precision now that Lucky 13 is gone?
No.
Yeah. We sort of, a lot of that aftermarket stuff, we're a bit out of the loop on that because they're all
That
little
is.
little companies
That's
doing
right.
their own thing, and
Yeah.
they don't talk to us a lot. So
Yeah, and our major guys, it's not on their radar.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but look, we had stay tuned because we're actually doing a bit of a Ruger special, aren't we, Shrekky?
We are
Because we've got a
Ruger
few
special.
Rugers. We had a few Ruger guns out today, and I guess one thing that I just do want to say about the Rugers, you know, Nioa, you know, is an agent for Ruger, and if you buy a Ruger, we look after these in terms of
Well-
warranty and after sales service.
Well,
Amazing.
Not just Ruger. Every product we sell, you know, we have the best backup service in the country. So it doesn't matter whether it's a Remington, it's a Savage, if it's that Bushnell,
Yeah,
that Caldwell, that RCBS kit.
doesn't matter.
Yeah. If you buy a Nioa product,
We're backing it.
yeah, we're backing it. That's exactly right.
All right, so that means you can buy stuff with confidence, guys. It really does, and that I think that speaks a lot.
It does.
You know,
Can you Emily? Can you just scroll up again? There was another little I think question worth addressing just up there. Stop there. I'm just reading STI Customs. It's a fraction far away this screen this time.
yeah. 22 is cheaper, but use your RCBS press to reload to bring down the cost of your
Now
6.5
that is a
ammo.
great
That is a great thing,
comment more than a question, but I totally agree. And for those of you that haven't realised, giving away an RCBS rock chucker.
This thing's not cheap. All right, this thing is cheap.
And
Weighs a
look-
ton.
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
We brought that up 6 times.
Yeah.
We're still only giving away one.
Correct.
I know we said it 6 times. We're
Yeah.
still only giving away one.
And maybe we could do it like, you know, that sort of stuff where you order stuff off eBay or something. And it's just full of sand, you know, something like that. But no, we'll pack it properly.
That's right.
6.5 ammo. Good luck getting 6.5. How are you going 6? I saw someone talk about ammo availability coming back there before and components. Talking about RCB, we might as well address the components part because I know I saw some spear stuff the other day land.
Well, that is true. Look, we're starting to get a few projectiles through. Not just in spear, but nozzle as well. We're starting to land a few projectile shipments, which is good.
Sure.
Look, unprimed brass still no, and there could be a little bit of a shortage. We should probably address that letter that went out about Lapua brass.
Oh, yeah.
That was
this
a
week.
US letter that sort of made its way to Australia.
Made its way to Australia.
Yeah.
And look, there is some truth in that. There is some severe raw material shortages in Europe when it comes to brass. And some of our favourite match brass from Lapua could be very hard to get over the next 12 to 18 months. It's
So
not,
if you find it, buy it.
buy it, that's correct. But they're not going to discontinue it. Don't think that at all. And don't think that we're not going to stop trying to source it. We've got orders in. We forecast ordered brass now for 2 years. So it's there. Lapua won't cancel our orders. They'll just supply when they're able to.
Freedom Dave asked, what's the availability of centerfire 22 rifles at the moment?
Can I answer this one?
Okay.
Shrekky?
Fred and Dave, how many do you want? Because we got plenty. Mightn't be exactly the one we got, but I tell you what, things like this,
Yeah.
we got plenty. Things like this, we got plenty.
Yeah.
How many do you want, Dave? Go and see your local dealer.
But Dave's question is centerfire 22 rifles. So
Yeah,
he's talking 223.
Yeah, mate, we've got plenty of everything.
20. Okay.
Rifles, we've got plenty of rifles.
Okay. Great.
All right. No,
We mightn't have exactly the right thing, but we've got plenty of rifles.
Federal were making hammer down Marlin ammo. Did any make it to Australia?
I don't think yet. We have it on order,
Yeah. Okay.
but I don't think it's made it here yet. Yeah.
Yeah, righto.
We did happen to use some 4570
Hammer down in the new
in the new Marlin.
That's right.
And we might even sneak a photo up in the next couple of days about that. I think we got some good photos from us shooting in the range there a couple of weeks ago. I think really worth having a look at. So we might sneak that on the Instagram and follow that.
Jiffyson is asking, can the rock chucker Shrekky do all size ammo?
It can. You can remove
Everything.
Yeah, you got to move the dial.
Yeah.
I just don't think you do 50 BMG on it though.
No, they do a bigger press
They
of
do.
50, but I think if you put it within the realms of normal reloading,
Yeah.
like 22...
375 H&H.
Yep.
Yep. I've
You'll
loaded
get it
375 H&H on mine, so yep, no problem at all.
Yeah, I think you can get it done. mate.
John, thank you. After sales service at Nioa is 10 out of 10, 100%. We do try pride ourselves on that, and
We've got a fantastic customer service
We
team at
do,
work.
and I know the guys out the back. They work really hard,
Brad,
And
yours-
the guys
yours-
in the office.
and the girls. Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
Mate, look, I think we should say, hey, our team in the sporting team is one of the oldest teams that's been together for a very long time. And and even our ladies in the team are all shooters. They're not just somebody who's just landed a job. They're shooters. They've been in the industry
I'm just
for many
concerned
years.
that what you said there was that the ladies that are in our team are old.
No,
I don't think that.
any of the ladies in our team, please don't.
I just don't think that's going to go over well.
Let's move on.
Okay. All right.
The PRC question come again.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Twice,
7mm PRC released last week at NASGW. I was there, I saw it firsthand. Hornady's doing ammunition. It won't be long until I think other companies jump on board. Savage have a host of 7mm PRC rifles in production and should be ready to send January, February. We're going to hopefully be able to access some of them. Stand by. Like I said, I think supply is getting a little bit better, so we should start to see a few more things like this. So, but bank on end of first quarter, early second quarter, 23.
Fantastic.
Dave Goldsmith, I'll get Digital Emily to write a note on that question about the warranty replacement magazine, and we'll do our best to address it for you,
And there
mate.
was one more 7mm PRC question there about a Springfield. If someone wants to scroll me down and up, there it is there. Sergio, yes, not yet, but I believe that it's on the radar for later next year. They're hopefully going to be looking at long action calibers.
That's good.
Perfect. All right, guys, we're going to just move on a little bit.
Loving the questions
Oh, they're
tonight,
great
mate. There is
tonight.
some
They're
great
fantastic.
questions.
Don't forget, hopefully there's not too many people on Facebook going, where are they? For some reason, Digital Josh couldn't get Facebook working. I don't know. Is it him? Is it Facebook? I'd like to think it's
There'll
Facebook.
be an inquiry.
There will be an inquiry, I can tell you now. But while we're waiting, we're going to move on to Lansky. Now, Shrekky, you've used these Lanskys before.
Yeah, look, guys, Lansky kits, God,
They're just, they just work.
they haven't changed a lot in the basic kit design for. I'm going to think many years.
Well,
but
I reckon 40 years. I don't think they've changed design. And why haven't they changed design?
Because it works.
Because it works. That's right.
what they've really done is added to the stone family. So the amount of different types of stone. If you're if you like a natural stone, if you like a diamond stone, there's many
Extra
different
fine,
Extra
fine,
fine,
coarse, medium.
mediums,
Yeah.
yeah.
So really, the best thing to say about Lansky is go to your local dealer, and there's lots of them. Even we've got accounts with some little accessory guys that are like ag stores and things in small regional towns. Go and see them. Ask for a Lansky kit. This kit is not going to set you back a lot of money. I think under $100 these days, Brad. For
Yeah, probably a little bit more. I'd say about 140.
Yeah, for the big 5-stone
Yeah,
deluxe kit.
Look, inflation.
Yeah.
You know.
There is a little 3-stone kit. It's the basic kit, and I think that'd be under $100 for sure, wouldn't it? But the best advantage to this is simply clamp the knife blade, and I wish I'd had my pocket knife to actually cut the plastic open.
Hang on 2 seconds here. Shannon,
No, he doesn't have one. I already asked him.
throw another steak on for Ken. Ken wants a steak. Crack another one on the barbie, mate. How do you want it, Ken? Medium? Or do you want it well done?
Mate, Welshie, get off there. Mate, look, just to be able to sort of cover off, the big advantage with Lansky is you can set the blade angle. So if you want like a camp knife blade,
And that's-
where you want something that's got an edge that's going to endure some abuse, you can pick that angle. You might want, a 30-degree angle. If you want a chef type knife where you want a very fine, acute, sharp blade, you might want to drop it down to 20 or something of that nature. And with a little bit of lube on there, it comes with a little bit of oil, you'll simply be able to get that angle so precise every time. And that's the idea behind the kit. It's repeatable.
That's right.
It needs to be repeatable.
If you're not confident on that stone by yourself, grab one of these. It just takes all the hard work
Because
out
on a
of it.
traditional stone, you can have a 40-degree angle on one side and a 10-degree angle
Correct.
on the
Yeah.
other side, and a knife that's not sharp. So this little guy takes that out. It's very simple 1, 2, 3 instruction.
Yeah.
Like, it is so simple. But a little addition that I like to remind people is a little universal mount. So if you're someone that sharpens the knives in the shed, which a lot of blokes do, you can screw that to the bench, G-clamp it to your bench, and drop the kit which on there, and it'll literally pivot that little clamp that holds the knife blade. Not a lot of investment. Knives, if you invested in good knives, a lot of the pull-through sharpeners can damage your blade.
They do work, but they can take chunks out of your blade. That's right.
Mate, Tracy asks, can these be used for like kitchen knives?
Mate,
Absolutely.
I sharpen my darling wife's kitchen knives because I'm not allowed to handle sharp things, so they're her knives. I sharpen them about once every 3 months for her. I go all the way through the stages. I get an ultra sharp knife edge on there, and you can do that. And I normally pick the 20-degree setting. I find the finest setting.
Yes, for kitchen knife, chopping onions, slicing tomatoes.
The finest setting. There's one setting past that. I think it's 15 degrees. Is a little bit too fine for my liking. I find the blade damages a little bit easy, but it's so sharp. Like if you were slicing thin meat for a miso soup or something of that, where you wanted a razor sharp.
Cooking a miso soup.
I had miso soup for last time.
I've learned a few things about tricky tonight. I got to tell you.
If you want to cut that nice
Never been
thin
invited
piece
over
of
for
meat,
dinner.
I
Have
would
you been
suggest you
invited?
put that
Probably
sharper
never
edge
will
on
either,
there. But Lansky, check them out, your local dealer. We've got plenty of them in stock, Brad. I think this kit there we had in the hundreds.
Yes, not yet, but due shortly. So
Like 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
2 weeks.
Can I just say though, if you're thinking, now listen, let's not lie, we're in November, Christmas is coming up.
Oh, great Christmas present for anyone.
That's a great
Wife-
stocking filler.
Oh, mate, if I was
the
14
me-
years
for-
old and someone gave me that, or I was 50 years old, I'd be happy.
Well,
I'm not
There you
50
no,
yet.
but you're close.
But not that close.
There you go. There you go.
Lansky, get in by one.
Yeah. Great stocking filler. All right. Now, listen, we're going to start to bring some stuff home, and we're going to talk about the big prize that we're going to give away. All right. And this prize is the Rock Chucker reloading kit. But I thought, Brad,
Yes.
Shrek, let's go through what these people get in the Rock Chucker kit.
Well, let's start off first by telling you how it came about, hey?
Yeah. Great
Yeah.
idea.
The Bushman, he wanted something, something that we could hang our hat on here in Australia. You guys out there in reloading land, you come to us and said, that rock chucker kit's great, but just it'd be nice if it had a set of electric
this.
scales.
I didn't have to do this.
Oh, that RS5, kit, that Rebel kit, they'd be great if they had this or they had this in it. Well, Bushy, listen, now we've got the 9367 Rock Chucker Supreme designed especially for Australia.
Yep.
So, everything's in there to start off. If you're a novice, you got nothing, buy that, grab yourself a die set and a shell holder.
Yep.
You're
ready
away.
to go. Mm-hmm. Yep. So the only thing you're probably missing is primers and powder.
That is correct.
But it's going to look great set up on your bench.
Oh, it'll look fantastic in the garage or your gun room. I love the green. Like I said, I bought one of these when I was 20. I still got it. My old man, he had one. I remember learning to reload on a rock chucker when I was a teenager with Dad. He still got it. It'll last you a lifetime. It'll last your kids a lifetime. It'll last your kids' a lifetime.
Yeah. So look,
Wow.
what comes with the kit?
A lot
So
of-
we've got
a lot of kids.
There's a lot of kids.
We've got a digital scale,
Digital scale. That is correct.
and that's a cracker. That one.
Oh, unbelievable.
Really, really
Yep.
good. What else we got?
Case lube pad and case lube.
Yep.
For novices out there, make sure you put the case lube in before you start running shells through your die sets.
And then we've got the actual press itself.
Yep. Cast.
Casts,
Yeah.
yeah.
Strong. You can't break it. Like I said, we spoke about the opening. Good enough for all your Magnum calibers. I've loaded 375 H&H on mine and no problem at all.
Mate, we've got a question come through. What tumbler would you guys recommend buying for a newbie to reloading? Like Lyman do a great little tumbler.
Lyman and RCBS, they all make vibratory case tumblers. They're probably the simplest and easiest to use for a novice. You buy your corncob, ground walnut, media, drop it in, throw your empty cases in, screw the lid on, because sometimes if you don't screw the lid on, it starts to...
Hang on a
So you
second.
lose
Hey,
a few
Shannon, how we
things.
going with those steaks, mate? We all good?
Trex is done.
Shrex is ready to go.
Oh, it's mine done.
What you have yours pretty rare, don't you?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
I
mooing.
like it.
He likes to do mooing.
But
Smells good.
Back to the question at hand.
Sorry, mate.
Throw your shells in, turn the switch on, walk away. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, mate, I'm on the train with you. I mean, wet tumbling, I've got a little bit of that gear. I use it in certain applications. I'm definitely on board with a vibrator.
Yeah, and they're simple and for beginners easy to use.
They're cheap.
And yeah, quite affordable too.
Yep.
Couple $100.
Wet tumbling, the number one pain, and I know we sell some great products like Lyman and Frankfurt Arsenal to help that. But buying dryers and airers and all that other stuff, it's one unit, put it in a rag once they're done, wipe all the dust off them.
But it does have a a place in the market. wet
Oh,
tumbling, so that's
100%.
all. But if you're only a novice starting out, don't confuse matters. Grab a vibrator and tumble.
I agree.
Mate, we've also got here like a primer.
Hand priming
priming
tool to use on primers when they come.
Yep,
That's
when
right.
they arrive.
Now, a lot of people probably don't know what this is.
Yes.
What is this?
Well, this is something that people probably haven't used for a fair while.
No, that's right. It's a powder funnel.
It's to fill your unfilled Caldwell bags with.
A powder funnel.
Yeah.
I know. We're probably making jokes at people expensive, but we're not really. Yeah, I do feel for everybody with no powder.
Okay.
So yeah.
But maybe we've got like a deburr
Deburring tool and a
Okay.
Loading block.
Loading block. You know, to put it all in. So this is all.
Oh yeah, in here. It comes in here.
Like this is all this you see here is in here, and we're giving this away tonight.
Yep,
So
and-
you know what's going to happen, Shreggy?
We've got to pick someone.
I need you to go over to Digital Emily.
Can
Right?
someone answer 92X's question?
Yeah.
Does it come with dies? I thought I had answered that earlier on, but I'll do it again. No dies, but any standard 7/8x14 threaded die set will work in a Rock Chucker kit. But RCBS dies. Are
Team, you've
fantastic.
got 10 seconds before I go and pick a winner.
No.
I'll be back in.
You go and check and pick
20
and
more
listen,
seconds?
Don't get a good one.
Oh,
All right, don't muck this up because this is an expensive prize.
Yeah, I'm about to say this is the most expensive prize we've given away. So yeah,
So
do it
how's
right,
the-
Trekkie.
Sorry, I just ate a bug then. So, how's the supplies of dies in common calibers anyway, Brad?
Yeah, pretty good. Look, we've been out of them, but as I said to you before, the market is starting to soften a bit in the US. And look, reloading gear is becoming more and more available due to the fact there's a few shortages of components at the moment, which has just made the market a little bit softer as well. But look, we've been out of them, but we've got good supplies on the way, good supplies on order. We'll have die sets coming out of our ears very shortly.
Yeah. So, folks, keep your questions coming. We've got Shrekky over there looking for a winner.
got one.
We've got a winner. Come on round, Shrekky. 92X, I haven't seen you before. Welcome. Come on, Shrekky.
hang on. Jeez, that fire's looking good down
Oh,
there.
yeah, it
fellas.
smells
That
good
fire's
too.
looking great.
The fire on your forehead's looking all right too.
Turn it up. Turn it up. I mean, cool.
Listen, we're going to have to start wrapping this up because that's
Yeah.
smelling really good.
Yeah.
All right. We got a drum
Hey,
roll.
pass us over the box. I'll hold it
All
up.
right.
Right.
Drum roll on the box.
Come on.
Splitting.
So I just want to explain everyone how I got here.
Yep.
Cam Hunter not only asked some great questions, he seems like a new guy, and that's just from reading some of the questions you're asking. We want to help as many new shooters as we can.
So what you did, you've given the name away already by the sound of it.
Correct. It's Cam Hunter.
Yeah, so Cam, unfortunately, we're going to give it to someone else.
Congratulations, Cam. Yes.
Thanks very much for all your questions.
mate.
You asked several questions. You look like a newbie, and if we can help you out,
Yeah.
we'd love to do that.
So, Cam, here's the go, mate. Please don't put your actual physical address on YouTube. That would be bad. All right.
You
But
heard
what-
about the Optus thing lately, and
Yeah,
Yeah,
correct.
yeah.
But what I would like you to do, Cam, is if you could send your address, please, to marketing at Nioa.com.au. And we will get this to you Shrekky will get this to you in the post because, well, let's be honest.
And Cam, would you like
It's
an
stretch
autographed
goal.
copy
Correct.
of the Nioa magazine? That's the big question.
Yeah, and yeah.
Mate,
look, I won't get offended if you don't.
But I tell you what, Shrekky, me, and
We have an issue.
what's the issue? What have we got there, Shannon? Come on,
Oh,
in, mate.
is
What
that
have we
my
got?
sausage, mate?
Jeez. Look at this.
The
Is that because we're going too long,
the
mate?
barbecue could have got out of hand, but
Look out. So something's gone horribly wrong, Shannon. What's happened here?
Well, they told me Nioa TV was an hour episode.
we have been going a little bit too long.
I'm glad we've got the fire extinguisher. Mate, listen, we're going to wrap this up. We're going to be down there very soon.
John Grace, yes,
You've done your
yes,
best.
the manual is included. The
manual-
manual
Oh, that's
is
right,
included.
correct. Yeah,
A
we sort of
spear-
skipped over
a
that.
spear
Yeah.
manual is included.
That's right.
Oh, reloading.
We'll
it.
skip
It's
that,
a
yeah.
cracker.
Yeah.
All right.
Remember,
What's that?
there's one thing we need to remember. if you want to see us do anything, talk about something,
Got it.
we're open to ideas.
Gotta let us know.
Let us know. Put it in the comments. Tell your mates. We're happy to try and answer as many questions.
Correct.
If there's a format you guys would prefer more, we're open to making it work for you guys.
But also let us know whether this time worked too.
Yeah,
Oh
correct.
no! Early on, they said they enjoyed the time.
How many? One?
Oh,
2.
Yeah, and I think it was your mum.
Actually, it won't be. She'll lie because she's in bed by now.
But listen, guys, it's been a great night. We'd like to thank
Absolutely.
you guys. We've had a few technical hitches, but thanks for joining us, especially on YouTube. Digital Josh will get that onto Facebook. So help me. And we're going to go and get a few steaks.
That's
Mate,
it.
I'm not eating that sausage.
No.
I hope there's some steaks.
So listen, thanks again for all you guys out there. Thank you to Digital Emily and to Digital Josh to get us going. And congratulations to Cam, who's won
Well done,
this
Cam.
amazing RCBS Rock Chucker kit. And fellas, it's been great.
It has.
But I'm off to get something to eat. So it's goodbye from me, and we'll see you next time on
Nioa TV.